Okay, so we're live. Hey everyone, welcome to our event. Super excited about today's conversation. We have an incredible guest joining us. Today we're talking about how Promova skyrocketed traffic from zero to incredible 800K monthly visitors in just 2 years. This is massive achievement in the world of SaaS SEO. And to walk us through this journey, I'm thrilled to introduce Anastasiia Krasiukova, head of SEO at Promova. Hi, Anastasia, and thanks so much for being here.
Yeah, hi Olga, hi everyone. I'm glad to be here.
Great. We're glad as well. Anastasia has played key role in making this growth happen, and today we're going to dive deep into the strategies, some challenges, and also experiments that led to this success. But before we dive in, just a quick reminder for everyone watching: feel free to drop your questions in the chat because we're going to have Q&A session at the very end. So do stick around. And also, I wanted to introduce Promova quickly. Promova is a fast-growing Ukrainian company that helps people learn languages through AI-powered lessons, tutoring, and group classes. Am I right, Anastasia?
Yeah, but
Did I
also
miss anything? Uh-huh.
yeah, I can add something. Promo also offers a variety of learning tools, including bite-size updates, bite-size lessons, because we available on iOS, Android, and the web. And yeah, you're right. We have tutoring, group lessons, and also different AI-powered speaking practice in our app.
Right. Anastasia, can you tell us a bit about your background? What were you doing before joining Promova? How did you end up becoming the head of SEO here?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. Before joining Promova, I had the opportunity to work at several SEO agencies. One of them was the Ukrainian agency, Darwin Global, where I started as a junior SEO specialist and over 3 years grew into head of SEO and leading the team with 20 SEO specialists. After that, I worked as a contract basis with the UK SEO agency, Aqueous Digital. Maybe you heard about it, and as a senior SEO specialist. Yeah, and I joined the Promova project as the first SEO specialist with the opportunity to expand and to build team if I needed.
Right. So when you joined, you basically were starting from scratch, and you came on when there was zero traffic, right? So you had to grow it. And what did you do? Like, what were your first thoughts? What were your first actions?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was really interesting because when I joined the project Promova, we didn't even have a domain yet. On my first working day, we selected and purchased the domain promova.com. I remember that we chose from iMova and some different options, and that's why it was really cool. The biggest challenge was starting completely from scratch since there wasn't even a website at the point. And however, I saw this as an exciting opportunity to build a site from the ground up and tailoring it perfectly to for SEO needs. Yeah, and what we started, I started from the competitors analysis. Yeah, develop the site structure and collaborate closely with developers to implement it. Yeah, the first 6 months I worked alone, and only after that I hired a link building specialist into the team. Mm,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And okay, and what about now? How many people do you guys have in your team? So you mentioned you started alone. Basically, you've worked for 6 months, and then the link building. Is it still two of you, or?
No. Yeah, now my team consists of 7 members, two SEO specialists, two copywriters, one for Spanish, one for English, a content manager, and a link builder. Yeah.
Mhm.
we work only first year with link building and copywriter, and then we started to expand our team.
Okay, yeah, that's interesting. But I mean, great wins during the time when you were just the only member in the SEO team. And I'm really interested in hearing more about the first wins. So you mentioned that you started working on the website, and I mean, that's great. But I've also seen that you have more than 21K index pages. How did that happen? Like, how were you able to get that many pages?
Mhm.
What were the first pages that you were putting up? Was it, what kind of content were you putting up?
Okay. At first, we created a structure, and we divide our content to informational and commercial. And we at first we launched a blog and began creating content because our competitors were very strong. And we understand that we should focus at low and medium volume keywords, and we create the first results came just a week after publishing the initial articles with low volume keywords. I still remember one of the first article it was, is it possible to learn a new language after 30? And it was very low volume keywords, so just 10 or 40 volume. And yes, that article started to generate clicks, but of course our growth wasn't so the
Yeah, like,
first year. It slow growth, but then we create uh, different pages with programmatic SEO, if you know what is it.
mhm.
Some of which delivered results that exceeded our expectations. I
Mhm.
can explain what is it, but if you want.
Yeah, I think a lot of guys listening to us right now, they do know about programmatic SEO. And moreover, we have been discussing this with Emilia from UserPilot. I'm not sure if you guys are connected on LinkedIn. So they've done a lot of programmatic SEO, and she's also been doing a presentation around this. So it's quite popular, but there are rumors these days that it it doesn't work necessarily well today. What do you think? Is it still like, should you still do it? Would you still do it if you were doing it today?
Uh, we combine programmatic SEO with content creation. Yeah, it's like it's not like only programmatic SEO. And in our situation, it's work. We receive a lot of leads from these pages. Of course, these like informational pages in different types. But yeah, for example, we create interactive tools and features on our website that at first will be user friendly and very useful features. For example, we create the feature confusing words. This is a tool where users can choose from over 2,000 variations to get definitions, examples, and explanations in a structured and user-friendly way. They can click the type of word and receive all information. And it's like programmatic SEO methods, but we combine it with this content creation for every pages. And from Google perspective, I think that these are valuable individual pages. And thanks for its relevance and structure, many of them quickly ranked at the top of search results. And we received, for example, per day, we have near 2,000 to 3,000 clicks per day only from this one feature.
Mhm. So that is super cool. I know that, creating this, I call them calculator pages, those that kind of like do something for you, right? They like little tools that attract traffic. But how do you think that contributes to conversion? I mean, traffic is good, but it's also good when traffic converts.
Mhm.
um, how would you say that traffic that you guys get, from all those little cool tools translates into conversions at the end of the day?
Mhm. Yeah, we divide our content for two types, like commercial and informational intent, and we convert traffic from informational intent differently from commercial. Yeah, and we
All
create,
right.
for example, we convert our traffic from informational intent to leads. From commercial pages, we convert our users to paying users. And
Mhm.
these leads, we will work with these leads then in CRM. Yeah, we will work with these leads in different other marketing channels. And we have different journeys for those type of users. For example, we create different funnels, different landing pages, different pricing pages for all of these types. And we understand that informational intent convert not such good like commercial, but we receive a lot of leads, for example, near 15,000, maybe something like this.
Mhm.
Leads we received from such type of pages.
And then with informational, what kind of channels do you also use to nurture them? Is it like email marketing mostly, or social media? Anything else?
No, mostly it's email marketing, yeah, CRM marketing. Uh,
Okay.
yeah, no, it's really interesting. We create different free PDFs materials, and we like started to work with these pages plus PDF materials, and then they can convert in our users. Yeah, it's a lot of different ways, and we work with conversion rate a lot. Also, we work with different CTAs, yeah, with different banners, etc.
So, are you saying that you also have some sort of content upgrades, like in the form of PDFs that you are providing, right? So they leave their email and they get a PDF from you, for example. So, would you say that still works? Because again, some people are saying that it's not working as well as it used to, maybe like 5 years ago, for example. So the rumor is like people are fed up with this uh, gated content that you could just get online for free and not even giving your email. What do you think?
It's work because we we receive leads from these our features and features with PDF also. In
Yeah.
our niches work, and sometimes we also sell our PDF materials, and it's also work.
So would you say there's some kind of like distribution of this commercial intent content versus informational? Like, I don't know, 70% content that we're doing is informational and like 30% is commercial? Or how do you make this decision of like how much effort dedicate to specific type of content?
Um, yeah, it's really interesting. Our main focus, it's commercial content. Yeah,
Of course.
it's landing pages with targeting specific user intents, such as funding courses or tutors. But sometimes we search for different solutions that um, can bring us a lot of informational traffic, but this traffic we combine with our commercial landing pages, and it helps our landing pages grow also, and
Mhm.
but we have on our website different type of content, not only informational and commercial, but we also divide it on different types, because it's not only blog and it's not only landing pages. We have
Mhm.
also educational resources on our website, It's like in-depth materials in like grammar guides, vocabulary lists, and language rules. And sometimes it's not very long articles, but for example, we had a goal to create pages for the most popular grammar rules, and we launched 250 of those pages all at once, and it brought us a lot of traffic. We didn't expect such amount. And also, yeah, as I mentioned before, we create such interactive tools and features, and of course, localization also work very very nice, because we translate and localize our content on three languages already.
That's nice. How many languages does Promova teach? Can you learn with the help
More
of
teach
Promova?
12 languages, yeah, but
Mhm.
on our platform, on our website, we have already um, have four languages.
Okay. Yeah, I understand. Because you have customers from like all over the world, basically, right? And then you're catering to them in four different languages.
Yeah.
Okay. I was interested. So let's say you have a keyword, for example, that you really want to cover, and it's relevant to your business, right? It's relevant to Promova, and you want to create a page around it. Like, would you go after a landing page, a blog post, or would that depend on the intent of this keyword, or maybe whatever the search is showing? How do you decide what kind of pages to build?
Uh, yeah. No, at first, of course, we identify intent. We analyzed our niche, our competitors. Yeah, we analyze SERP, yeah, search results. What kind of websites here for different intents? Yeah,
Mhm.
and we try to collect, of course, our direct keywords and landing pages, but also we try to create some landing pages that partly about us also, because we want more traffic, more leads,
Mhm.
and sometimes you can when you have some types of features, you at one time you cannot receive all traffic. And yeah, we create different pages. Sometimes it's partly about us, but it's also convert uh, in our
The
users.
the 21K pages that have been indexed on Promova, would you say that's like biggest part of it is programmatically created, or is it like manually created?
uh, we have near one maybe 1,000 pages, like blog articles,
Uh,
uh, and uh, it's if it's all localization, it will be 4,000 pages,
True.
and plus commercial pages, we have near 20 to 200 commercial pages, and also
Mhm.
with localizations in it may be 1,000. Yeah, and half of this will be programmatic SEO pages.
That's super interesting insight, by the way. Thank you so much, for sharing this. So when we chatted with you earlier, you also mentioned that you guys have done a lot of work and put a lot of effort into, all sorts of visual content, infographics. Can you share a little bit of this experience? How did it go? Why you decided to invest your time into that, and what kind of success it brought?
Yes, this is very really interesting. When we analyzed competitors, we noticed that for many keywords, Google display was displaying images with infographics in the search results. Yeah, of course, we are about learning languages. Yeah, and users searching for different like past tense. Uh, for example, rules and etc. And so we decided to test this theory. We created, as I remember, 10 infographics for grammar articles, and try to check how it will be work. And we implemented it gradually, and even after publishing the first few images, they started ranking in the top. And when even more interesting is that the articles containing those infographics began ranking higher as well. And then we created infographics for all our grammar articles. And as a result, we already generated 1.4 million clicks specifically from Google Images. Yeah, it's overall. It's not for per month, but it's overall. But it's a lot.
Yeah, that is super impressive. So infographics still work, right? You would say it's not an old
Yeah.
method. No, yeah, if done right, I mean everything could definitely work. So you mentioned also that you've written about what, like 1,000 of articles, you would say,
Yeah.
for the blog. I mean.
Yes, near 1,000. Yeah.
Yeah, can you guide us a little bit through the process of this, content production for the blog? Like, where do you begin with? How do you write this content? How do you optimize it for SEO? And also, my next question is going to be about the tools that you're using for SEO, but let's get back to it later.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. No, at first we identify an intent. Yeah, we analyze what article we will write. Then we make keyword research. Yeah, we get the relevant keywords to target specific queries. Then we write in briefs or technical task for copywriters. Then content writing, our copywriters, both in-house and freelance, write the content based on our briefs, because we work not only with our in-house copywriters, we also work with different copywriter on freelance. And then a very interesting step, I think we have the step with expert review. For educational content, our experts proofread and verify the accuracy of the material. Because it's really important for us to understand that our content is nice, and because it's educational content. And the last step, it's localization. When we have already write article, when we localize this content on different languages. And work with native speakers here.
Uh-huh. Do you use any tools to optimize an article for SEO? I don't know, making sure that it has this potential to outrank the top performing results?
I tried to work with searchers, yeah, but now not. We work only with Hrefs to collect
Uh-huh.
keywords. Also, we work with Google Keyword Planner from Google. It's like to compare keyword
Mhm.
volume, because Hrefs sometimes shows not so realistic data. And also, yeah, we work with different AI tools like Just Done, ChatGPT, but for creating task and not for creating all content. Yeah,
Of
maybe
course.
for part of it, but not we write purely content without AI now.
Yeah, by the way, speaking of AI, you started using it way before it became a big thing these days. So, how can you tell us more about how you integrated it into the strategy? How did you use it?
Mm-hmm. We started to use AI before ChatGPT. It's really interesting. We checked like different tools like Jasper, Write Sonic, Writer. Maybe you
Yeah.
know them also. I think that they work now also. But we But at the time, we never published purely AI-generated content on our website. Even when AI helped create the initial drafts, all content was proofread and written by our copywriters to ensure quality. Yeah, and we experimented with using AI to generate content for informational pages, specifically those requiring smaller amount of text. For example, some kind of rules, or maybe some definitions, something like this. Blocks for our programmatics SEO. Yeah, and yeah, this approach helps us save time on content creation while ensuring that the final product met our quality standards and aligned with our expectations.
Yeah. What about now? Would you say that your approach changed somehow when everyone's using AI?
Now we checked through AI checkers our content. If, for example, this content will write our freelance copywriter, or if this content will write our in-house copywriter. Of course, we have some rules for this content, and we try to write it without AI.
So now you're trying not to use AI when you're writing content, or just to make
I
sure that the checker doesn't find it.
I think that everybody use AI now, and also copywriters also use it. Of course, I think, but they should proofread and rewriting. Yeah, uh, to do it more naturally and. Mm,
And which AI checker do you normally use when checking for AI content? Because
uh,
there's so many of them.
yeah, we are working with Originality AI. Maybe you know it. Yeah, it.
Uh-huh. This one. What made you choose it? Because there's so many, and the interesting thing is they all show different things. Even if I write content myself, I plug it into some checkers, and they say, "Oh, it's written by AI, for sure."
Yeah. I know it, and we have rule like no, like AI, 20% of AI, it's okay, but if it will be more, it's not okay.
All right. Okay, so you've mentioned running a lot of experiments, right? Maybe you can share some example of a test that you've run, tried that gave you some amazing results or surprising results, maybe with SEO.
Yeah. If you talk about A/B testing, we work both in SEO and in conversion rate optimization.
All right.
My team, my team, and if you talk about SEO, we had such one test that I liked. It We created quizzes aligned with the topics of our English grammar articles. These quizzes, AI helped to create these quizzes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we of course we proofread, but yeah. And these pages didn't contain a lot of content, only a quiz about article, but they quickly started generating traffic and bringing in around 2,000 clicks per day. But it's only quiz without any text. We only optimize metadata, of course, some these quizzes on the questions. But these quizzes on different very popular topics like past tense quiz, or uh, like present simple test, something like this. And that's why, I think it was nice idea, and because we didn't find any competitors who did it. Yeah, it's like
Mhm. So how did it come to your mind? Nobody
Uh,
was doing it, but you initiated, yeah.
I think that it was the idea of my copywriter that write articles for grammar, and
Mhm.
yeah.
Nice team. So I forgot to ask you about backlinks. Um, are you guys working on building backlinks for the domain? If so, what kind of strategies are you following? Or they're just spraying on you on a rainy day, all by themselves?
Yeah, of course, link building is a part of our strategy. It is not the core of our strategy, but we use more standard methods such as high quality guest posts, such as quality crowd marketing, and organic backlinks. As our articles or websites are frequently referenced naturally. For example,
Mhm.
our blog articles also sometimes mentioned by different resources.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What about in? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
And also we have PR team, and our PR team constantly work on publications in various media, and we often receive backlinks from those sources as well, and like in Forbes and
Mhm.
different New York, not New York Times, but as I remember, different media in USA. That's very popular.
What about internal links? Do you pay attention as like how many backlinks you have per article or like per 1,000 words? And do you have some kind of internal link strategies or not really?
Internal links, we don't count it, yeah, but we have strategy with internal links. Of course, you can check our footer, and you will see that we have a lot of links there. But
Mhm.
also we have different block of links on every pages. Also, we have different also we have links in our blog articles and in our text in the articles.
Mhm.
We checked about what type of keyword here, and what enter, and yeah,
Mhm.
it's very important, I think, also.
Do you have some kind of plan for the months, for example, like you're going to produce, that much content, that many blog posts, that many landing pages? And if so, like how does it look like normally?
Yes, yes. For example, we we have a plan, we have a strategy for quarter, for months, and for example, we create around 10 new landing pages every month. We create around 20 new articles every month,
Okay.
and also we localize maybe 100 pages per month also. Um,
When you localize it, do you normally translate it with, I don't know, ChatGPT, Google Translate, like what's not? Or do you have a dedicated translator or copywriter who sort of like translates it into those languages?
Yeah, at first we have localization team. We have
Oh, okay.
a few people, but it's not in my team. It's like in our company. We have localization team, and they are working with native speakers with different languages, and yeah, we translate our content with native speakers,
Hmm.
and
And
we
what do you,
yeah, and
sorry.
yeah, sorry. And we try to optimize and adaptate it to local different preferences. Sometimes we create different banners like for different geos, and with different
Hmm.
images, with different slogans, and yeah,
Yeah.
and it works.
So, what is the plan for 2025 going forward with Promova? Like, what's your focus going to be on?
Uh, a lot of plans. Yeah, we will make more content, more commercial pages. Also, we will work with, I think, with AI overviews because I believe it's essential to study AI tools, understand how promotion works within them, and also we will work with promotion with ChatGPT maybe because we have already received purchases by ChatGPT.
Yeah.
GPT, yeah, and mm, for example, we have already set up analytics for AI-driven tools and can see purchases as well in from ChatGPT, from Perplexity, yeah, and different AI tools.
So what is the plan with all those AI tools? How do you get featured? Like, what's your team planning to do to get featured on AI tools? ChatGPT, search, Perplexity, all of those. Not even just search, but also whenever people are asking questions, right? How to get there?
Uh, we try to work with different media, and I think that ChatGPT mentions also combined with SEO and brand development. And we working with different like reviews and about us. We work with SERP, yeah, with reputation in the search results, and Mm, I think that it's a combination of if your SEO and brand works good, yeah, you will be in ChatGPT. But
That's right. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's what I like to say to our clients. It's a combination, it's mostly like omnipresence. The more you're out there, the more chances you have to get to ChatGPT results. Anastasia, this is super insightful. I think it's time for us to get into some of the questions because we have quite a few. So I'm going to try and display one of them. So we have a question from Ravi. At what stage programmatic SEO could be done? Because for the new website, it's hard to index pages. What would you say? Do you have to be an established website to start with
Mhm.
programmatic
Yeah,
SEO?
yeah. We start work with programmatic SEO not from the scratch and not on the first half of year. We start working with programmatic SEO maybe after 1 year. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I understand because it's very important. At first, we should show Google how useful our website, how quality our content, and yeah.
How many pages would you say you've had by the time you started programmatic? I mean, roughly, of course.
Maybe maybe 300.
Okay. So yeah, so that's feasible in a year, definitely. Okay, let's move on to another question. So we have another question. According to Ahrefs, your traffic has dropped in August and then went up in December 2024. What did you do to get the positions back?
Yeah, yeah. You know this. No, at first it's. I think that it was with AI overview because we also have near 20,000 keywords that are shown with AI overview. It's a very large amount of our
Uh-huh.
keywords. And but also what we did, we had a lot of technical problems. Yeah, it's really because our product is very active and we're not only about only SEO. Yeah, we have different channels of marketing. We have different product features, and sometimes um, sometimes it's work like not good for SEO. And we check and fix some technical problems because, for example, we had a problem with JavaScript on our website and rendering, and I think our traffic has dropped with about this.
Oh, okay. That's unfortunate. You also mentioned in our conversation that you've developed some sort of alert mechanism, some kind of tool that sends you different alerts whenever something is wrong on a website. And I believe that it's quite difficult to spot what's wrong whenever you have 21K pages. So that's why basically you've built it, right?
Yes, yes, yes. Thanks for our QA team, and we have automation and different alerts for main pages, and for like if you have some changes in robots.txt file, or if you have some changes in sitemap XML, we will know about it in 1 second, and it was very cool. It is very
That's
cool.
amazing. Okay, we have a lot of questions. Very interested. People are very interested. So Lisa is asking, can you please tell how you implement infographic strategy? Do you use in-house designers? Do you outsource them? And also, do you promote them in any way?
Mhm. Yes, we have in-house designers, and like our infographic, we do it for our grammar articles, and we didn't promote it only SEO, only
Mhm.
for SEO needs.
Okay, that makes sense. And then also, Lisa is asking, which tools do you use for tracking referral traffic from AI engines? Because you mentioned that you've set up analytics before. I think
Yeah,
Nina
yeah,
has the question.
yeah. Yeah, we have set up Google Analytics. You can do it through Google Analytics, um, only with funnels in Google Analytics. And also we have our analytics in Tableau, and there we can check our purchases also. We compare sometimes our analytics with different tools because we have Amplitude, we have
Mhm.
Google Analytics, we have Tableau to understand uh, how correct our analytics work.
So is that the sole purpose of having three tools to compare the data?
Uh, Mm, what again, please?
So the purpose of having these different tools, right? Because I mean, it's already difficult to, work with one, but you have three. Is it for
Yes.
comparing the data that you get?
No, Amplitude, it's more for product analytics, like for
Right,
how our experiment works, for how our users, behavior of our users, and etc. Google Analytics, it's more for organic and referral traffic, and Tableau, it's more for like retention of our users, for different metrics that we can't check in Google Analytics, for example.
right. But then they all still show some data that overlaps. Maybe some conversions you can see in both tools, right?
Yes, yes.
Uh-huh.
And
Okay.
also, I can say that I had a post in LinkedIn about AI analytics. If you want, you can check how to set up Google Analytics for AI
Yeah,
traffic.
that's amazing. Guys, we're going to be sharing a LinkedIn profile of Anastasia in our follow-up email. So, um, check your inbox. It's going to be there. You can follow, and then you can read some insights by Anastasia. So now we have less specific question. It's more generic, but still. So if the website is already built, then how much time it will require to get consistent traffic if we consider the on-page SEO for the website? Not exactly clear. For me, it's not enough to have on-page SEO for the website. Yes, you need content, but I don't know if you want to add anything to that.
Yeah, constant traffic, if you consider. No, the website is already built. I can add if we do on page optimization, we do a combination of SEO on page, technical, link building, and also we work with behavior metrics. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Always complex work. Lots of different things to do. So let's see. There's another question. So with the continued growth of your website traffic, what's your plan for maintaining that growth? Are there any new strategies or markets that you're exploring?
Yes, we now we are going to different markets, and now we are going to Latam markets, and our strategy also will change because SEO change, yeah, and we understand that we should focus on commercial pages more because of AI reviews and different changes. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay, Latam, so meaning that you guys have now Spanish language already, right? So you're gonna just
yes.
continue expanding.
Yeah, we have Spanish and Portuguese language on our website already.
Okay, great. Now, one more question. So, with 21,000 pages on the website, how do you manage internal linking? Is it manually or automated?
Some of pages we manage automated. Some of them we manage manually.
Who gets lucky and gets the manual treatment?
We have a content manager in my team, and sometimes, she's lucky.
Yeah, but I mean, like, how do you decide? Okay, so these pages we're gonna interlink manually, and then these pages are gonna be like automatically, or you do just both for everything. So you have some automated backlinks, and then whenever you need something on the top of it, right? So you then just add manual.
Yeah, because we have different type of pages. For example, pages that we have made like by programmatic SEO, we manage only automated. And that page like blog articles, some part of articles we can manage only manually, but some parts of articles, for example, banners with blog with links, etc., we can manage in manually or in our CMS.
Right. So when it comes to actual content, like text content, then normally you would add internal links manually, right?
Yeah.
And then do you also, because you have another 3 languages to translate it to localize it to, so you pretty much translate those links and you refer them to other pages of those localized versions, right?
Oh yeah, it's it's very hard.
It's a pain. Sounds.
We have a tool, Localize, to localize our content, but this tool we should manually sometimes put the links and etc. Yeah, it's a lot of manual work sometimes, but yeah.
Yeah, I've heard it a lot of times. Like, we have the tool, but we have to do stuff manually. It's left and right, unfortunately. Okay, another question. How do you work with behavioral metrics? So I'm not sure whether, Anastasia, are you the best person to answer this question since you're head of SEO and not product team? But if you
we work with behavioral metrics, not with all behavioral metrics of our users, of course. For example, with retention works only our product team. And we work with behavioral metrics such as CTR in the SERP, and also we try to work with time on our articles, time on our pages, and we check our articles for these metrics. because it's also involved on our rankings, I think. Also, we work with different behavioral metrics on our funnels, pricing pages, and how, yeah.
So when you look at, let's say, your analytics, what's a red flag for you? Like, maybe it's a time on a page. Like, where would you go first? What would you look for?
No, it's first. My morning starts from the Google Search Console. It's like
Every day,
first, yeah, every
and a
day.
cup of coffee.
Yeah. Of course. And then I go to Tableau and check revenue and purchases, and then I go to different other tools.
Okay, interesting. Okay, I think let me just check. Okay, as the leader, there's one more question. As the leader of a growing company, what's one mistake that you made that shaped your management style today? And how has it influenced how you lead your team? That's an interesting question to a manager.
What's one mistake you made? Yeah, it's interesting question.
Very interesting,
As
yeah.
you mentioned, I was head of SEO department in SEO agency before Promova, and I think there I had a lot of experience like manager, and it was really interesting, and there I had a lot of mistakes, I think. For example, I was so very like polite and very calm manager. Sometimes I think uh, it
What about now?
work. Yeah. Now my team, I think my team love me. I,
Yeah, it's
but
always a compromise, right? Of making your team love you, but then making work happen as well and
yeah,
getting things
we
done.
did team building with our team, not with all company, for example. We did team building with only my SEO team, and it was very nice. For example, we went to the mountains in summer together, and went to the mountain Khomyak in Ukraine, if you know
Wow,
what is it, like hiking. Yeah, and
that's great. So most of the team is in Ukraine now.
yes, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that my team is the best. It's for you. Uh,
Wow.
and
Well, kudos to you guys. Really proud to see, this great success that is Ukrainian based. And Anastasia, thank you so much. Thanks for being here today, sharing your expertise. And for everyone watching, we'll be sending, again, like I said, a follow-up email with Anastasia's LinkedIn details. We're going to send you the recording of the interview. So please stay tuned. And if you're looking to help scaling your SaaS business through content-driven SEO, feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn or book a free strategy call on our website. Also, if you're learning a new language these days, try Promova. So they have great discounts as we speak. I just checked the website. I know there's some great deals. So thanks again, everyone. Keep growing. See you at our next event. We'll chat about nurturing SaaS leads in our next event. And yeah, wishing you all a fantastic start of 2025.
yeah,
Bye.
thank you all. Bye.